Hello students, in this video we are going to print patterns. Okay, so this is the first pattern and this one is the second pattern. So let's have a look at the output first. So this is one of the patterns, first pattern, and this one is the second pattern. So whenever you get a pattern question, first of all so the pattern is like this: I C S E. Okay, the first thing you should do is you should divide the pattern into rows and columns. Okay, so when you have divided into rows and columns, the number of rows will be represented by I. Okay, here see we are using a nested loop. The outer loop always controls the number of lines and the inner loop always controls the number of rows. Okay, so that is why here I is 1, I is 2 here, and I is 3 here, and I is 4 here, and column will be J1, this is J2, and this is J3, and this is J4. Now the next step is to find out the box, the location where we need to print. Okay, first we need to print I. This I is present at I1 and J1. Okay, so we'll just write 1 1 here. Next, C is present at I is equal to 2 and J is equal to 2. So we'll write 2 2. Then S is present when I is 3, and J is 3. Okay, so I'll write 3 3 here. And then finally E is present when I is 4 and J is 4. So that is 4 4. Okay, so from this it is clearly visible that the value of I and J must be equal when we want to print these characters. Okay, so inside the inner loop, okay, let's see from the start. First I have declared a string variable here S1 which is containing ICSC as a string, and then I have got k variable here which is storing 0. Control comes here, I will become 1, condition becomes 1 less than equal to 4, condition is true, control comes inside, I is 1 and J less than equal to 4. Okay, so J is 1 and J less than equal to 4. Control comes inside because the condition is true, 1 less than equal to 4. Okay, value of I is 1 and value of J is also 1. Control comes inside this if block. Inside this if block we are printing S1 dot char at 0. Okay, so the char at function will return me the character which is present at the index k. Okay, k is 0 right now, k is 0, so that means I is present at the location 0. Okay, so I gets printed and then k is incremented, k becomes 1 now. Okay, so k is 1. Okay, now J will become 2, okay, and here the condition will be I equals J, that is I is 1 but J is 2, so condition will be false. Similarly J will become 3, so condition will be the if condition will be 1 equals 3, this is also false, and finally 1 equals 4, this is also false. And when j becomes 5, the inner loop will terminate and the control will come to the outer loops update part. I will become 2 now, 2 less than equal to 4. Okay, control comes inside because the condition is true. Now again the loop will start from 1, j will be reinitialized with 1, and the condition is j less than equal to 4. That means the loop will run 4 times again. Okay, I forgot to mention one thing. That when this condition is false, okay, when I equals j is false, that means for these 3 cases there was space printed here. Okay. Okay, now let's come back. I value is 2, control comes inside, j becomes 1. Okay, condition here is 1 less than equal to 4, control comes inside, I value is 2. So first 2 equals j value is 1, so this is false, it will not execute. Next j is updated, so condition will become 2 equals 2, condition here will become 2 equals 2. So this time control comes inside and the value of k is 1, okay, and at index 1 there is c, okay, index 1 has got c, so c gets printed. Okay, sorry students, when this condition was false, when 2 equals 1 was false, the control came here, and this space was printed here. Okay, at this location space was printed. Okay, now when the condition is true, 2 equals 2, this time c is printed here, okay. Now when j becomes 3, condition becomes 2 equals 3, condition is false, so a space will be printed. Okay, again j will become 4, so 2 equals 4, condition is false, again a space is printed here. Similarly, now again I will become 3, condition here becomes 3 less than equal to 4, control comes inside j will become 1, again j will become 1. Okay, again the loop will run 4 times and this time if I is equal to j, okay, I is 3, so 3 equals 1, condition is false, so a space gets printed here. Okay, then the next condition is 3 equals 2, this is also false, another space is printed here. 3 equals 3, this time condition is true, control comes inside and s1 dot char at 2. Okay, the value of k was increased last time when the control entered, so k was 2. Okay, so the character at the index 2 is s, so s gets printed here. Okay, and then 3 equals 4, condition is false, so a space will be printed here. Next I will become 4 less than equal to 4. Okay, control comes inside and j will be 1 again. Okay, control comes inside. Okay, this time the condition will be 4, I value is 4 and j value is 1, so this is false. Then 4 equals 2, this is also false, and 4 equals 3, this is also false. So for all these false cases 3 spaces will be printed. Okay, and then finally when 4 is equal to 4, the character which is present at index 3, okay, because last time k was updated to 3, okay, so it will print the character at the third index, which is E. Okay, so that is how E gets printed here. So this is how you print the pattern. So this pattern. Okay. Now for example, if I, instead of printing a space here, I print a dash. Okay. So you can see instead of space, you'll see dash. Okay, so now instead of space, you are seeing dash here. Similarly, for the second pattern also, the pattern is like this: I, C, S, E. So again, you will do the same thing. You will divide the pattern into rows and columns. And then write down the value of I and j. I is 1 here, 2 here, 3 here and 4 here, and j is 1 here, 2 here, 3 here and 4 here. Okay, and then identify the locations where you need to print the characters. So I should be printed when I is 1, and j is 4. C should be printed when I is 2, okay, I is 2 and j is 3, so I'll write down 2, 3 here. Then S should be printed when I is 3 and j is 2, so I'll write down 3 and 2 here. And finally E should be printed when I is 4 and j is 1, so I'll write down 4 and 1 here. Okay, so this time you see that this is I and this is j. So printing must happen. We'll try to see a pattern here. Okay, the pattern, the value of I is 1. If the value of I is 1, then the value of j is 4. That means if I do 5 minus 1, I'll get 4. Similarly, if the value of j is 2, if I do 5 minus 2, I'll get the value of j, that is 3. Similarly, if I do 5 minus I, that is 5 minus 3 here, I'll get 2. If I do 5 minus 4 here, I will get the next value of j, that is 1. Okay, that means I can derive from this that j should be equal to 5 minus I. Okay, when this condition is true, then and then only I will print the characters. Okay, so I hope you have understood this program. Thank you.